Their brains are small. But who's the dumbest one of all? True, none of them are in Mensa, but who's the most densa? Perhaps it's Sunny who mastered the art of making idiots look smart. Now, The View could ask a mirror who's the dumbest one of all, but there's no way that glass doesn't shatter. So instead, let's check out this clip from Monday's episode of The View when the ladies put their science caps on and discuss the solar eclipse.
I know, right? I mean, I have to say, Karen Dupiche, our wonderful, one of our wonderful makeup artists, when the earthquake was happening, she put her coat on and she was like, Jesus is coming.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm leaving. We've got a solar eclipse. We've got the earthquake. She ran down the hallway.
The rapture is here.
The rapture's here. And then also I learned that cicadas are coming. Cicadas.
Although I love
for the first time.
Together, Gutfeld and Melania Trump delivered a severe blow to The View, shocking the media community. Even her detractors didn't think Sunny Hostin would dare approach after an explosive live piece in which she went too far. After years of scandal, the talk show was already on fragile ground, and now it was at the center of a media firestorm that it couldn't handle. That was all due to Sunny Hostin's decision to escalate her hatred to an unimaginable degree, making extremely personal and demeaning remarks about Greg and Melania that shocked both viewers and media watchdogs. If you can call it that, it began innocently enough. During a contentious debate concerning Melania's subdued comeback to the spotlight and Greg Gutfeld's growing prominence as the king of late night, Sunny let loose a tirade that sounded less like political analysis and more like a personal grudge. She called Gutfeld's popularity a fluke and said his audience consisted of irate, uneducated guys who were looking for someone to vent to.
An opposing perspective.
Well, just any kind of opposing perspective, right? Because the concern, I mean, it's there's no argument anymore on The View, right? I don't know why you'd want. I don't know why you'd want it.
They'd have to pay you a lot of money.
But I was gonna say everybody has their price, right? Yes. There's plenty of things that you don't want to do that you will do for a certain amount of money. That's what is the foundation of the entire economy.
Yes.
So, yeah, but also speaking of, Hollywood was never woke.
Yeah.
Hollywood's not going away from woke. It wasn't woke before. It was just that after the summer of 2020, everyone was so scared of getting fired that they were like, we better just make sure all movies are all black gay people. You know what I mean? Like, that's an exaggeration, but that was what they thought people wanted. That's that they were
Her attack on Melania, however, was what really went too far. Sunny dismissed the previous First Lady's achievements and said that she was involved in supporting a corrupt empire, calling her a trophy wife without substance. Even some of her co-hosts looked clearly uncomfortable due to the harsh and insane comments. Sunny was unaware that she had just declared war on two individuals who were not going to take it easy. Almost quickly, Greg Gutfeld, who is renowned for his incisive humor and candid comments, retaliated against his own late-night program. He devoted a whole monologue to refuting Sunny's statements, highlighting The View's never-ending scandals and her hypocrisy. He joked that Sunny would have more gold medals than Michael Phelps if being resentful were a sport, which made his audience giggle. Gutfeld, however, wasn't satisfied with a simple verbal altercation. He desired actual repercussions. Greg started putting up a legal team behind the scenes to look into whether Sunny's remarks and The View's editorial procedures had gone too far in the direction of defamation. He wasn't by himself. The attack on Melania Trump's character apparently upset her, who has largely shunned the spotlight since leaving the White House. Insiders claim that Melania saw the comments as an effort to damage her reputation and legacy in addition to being a personal slight. Encouraged by her husband, she teamed up with Gutfeld and used her own legal resources to take the battle directly to The View.
Star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
My friend. My friend. Watch this. Just watch this. This is nuts. We're in an alternative universe. Okay? Because this is not that long ago.
Go standing O.
Bro, watch this. Just watch how this goes. Watch this. So she's a Republican. That's easy.
Yep.
But everybody else.
Joy can't wait to get a hug in.
Yeah, everyone's hugging. Look at this. Look at this. Kisses, hugs, kisses to Whoopi. Everybody hugs and kisses. Even Joy Behar.
Even Joy Behar hugs and kisses.
See? Now watch this.
So I'm going to take you at your word that you have not decided yet when you're going to run, but you're thinking about it, and you've expressed some of your views, which are controversial and in many ways, but not
to her.
Well, not to her. Okay, you're a Republican, so, but let's say that you do decide in the spring, right? And your ideas resonate so much. On the other hand, we saw Newt Gingrich apologizing for his marriages and divorces. You've had 3 marriages, 2 sort of uncomfortable divorces. Do you think that
not really. They were very comfortable.
Well, we want me to believe that. Do you think...
Getting laughs right away.
The network was rocked by the two of them working together. After conducting extensive research, their legal teams discovered a history of dubious activities at The View, including as the purported scripting of divisive statements to increase viewership and a tendency to single out specific public figures for unwarranted criticism. In addition to being well-crafted, the lawsuits they brought were well-publicized, guaranteeing that the entire legal process was visible to the public. For the show, the optics were catastrophic. Once a renowned forum for women's opinions, it now appeared to be a poisonous echo chamber created to denigrate others for the sake of sport. As sponsors started removing their ads because they didn't want to be linked to the escalating issue, the pressure increased. The View's detractors, who have long criticized the program for its partisan bias, seized the chance to demand that it be cancelled. Some of the show's erstwhile fans acknowledged that it had deviated too much from its intended purpose. #cancel the View and #justice for Melania were among the hashtags that went viral on social media as Trump supporters and Greg Gutfeld's admirers came together to express their indignation. The co-hosts of the show started to show signs of discord as the lawsuits gained momentum. Tensions behind the scenes were said to be at an all-time high. Despite trying to defend the show's ethics, Whoopi Goldberg, who was frequently the panel's de facto leader, was secretly incensed at Sunny for drawing so much unfavorable attention. Meanwhile, it was reported that Joy Behar was thinking about retiring because she was tired of the never-ending scandals that had plagued the program in its later years. Many questioned if Sunny would even be on the panel when the lawsuits were settled, and she herself received a great deal of criticism. Greg and Melania, however, weren't satisfied with merely holding the show responsible. Their goal was to use the perspective as an example. According to people familiar with the matter, their ultimate objective was to advocate for its complete closure, claiming that the platform had turned into an irreparably toxic place. This isn't about politics, they said in a joint statement released as the lawsuits proceeded. It has to do with decency. The View and similar platforms shouldn't have the politics has nothing to do with this. It has to do with decency. People shouldn't be able to be disparaged and defamed for amusement on websites like The View. Now is the moment to hold them responsible.